I have a question that's been bothering me. Can you truly accept the idea of living as an ordinary person? I know, it sounds terrifying. When I say ordinary, I mean it in the most common sense. You work a completely routine job, maybe retire, perhaps you're married with kids and very few people ever remember your name. Can you honestly accept being that person? Impossible, right? Yet when you stop and think about it, most of humanity is ordinary. But for some reason, the thought of being ordinary is frightening to almost everyone. And that's not surprising, because everything around us constantly tells us we must be remarkable. If you've been on the internet, especially in the last 5 years, you'll find that people are absolutely terrified of one idea: living a simple, boring, ordinary life. They scream, "Go chase your dream, work hard, run." And we are running, but I honestly don't know why I'm running, or who I'm running from, or even what race I'm in. Why are we so stressed? Take a deep breath, calm down. This obsession with being extraordinary has, ironically, led us to lead miserable lives. It's like we're on a speeding train, moving so fast we can't look out the window at our own lives. Life is rushing by, completely blurred. I personally have always had and still have a problem with dissatisfaction. No matter what I achieve, I'm not satisfied, not content, and I'm not truly happy. I can try everything, but I still feel unhappy, and I don't know why. That's the real issue. I feel like I've lost the joy of living an ordinary life. Even a simple thing like sitting quietly with myself feels impossible now. I think a huge part of this problem is the internet. It constantly makes me feel like I'm in a race where everyone else is ahead and I don't even know the finish line or what I'm competing against. There's a massive sense of non-stop discontent. Then, not long ago, I watched a 2023 film called Perfect Days. Watching this movie helped me remember so many things I had forgotten. It reminded me of the true meaning of living an ordinary, simple life, a concept I had completely lost sight of. Life in the modern era has become mentally exhausting and ridiculously fast. We need to slow down, take a break, and discuss what this film truly taught me. The film opens at dawn. We see an elderly woman sweeping the street. Our Japanese protagonist wakes up, methodically folds his blanket, puts away his pillow and futon, and sets them aside. He takes the book he was reading, memorizes the last page number, then goes downstairs. He turns on the light, brushes his teeth, trims his mustache, shaves his beard, washes and dries his face, hangs up his towel, waters his small plants, and sits to watch them grow before his eyes. He puts on his work uniform. The back reads that he cleans Tokyo's public toilets. He grabs his phone, wallet, camera, and keys. He opens the door, takes a deep breath, looks up at the sky, smiles, and then heads out. He buys a coffee, sits in his van, drinks it, flips through his cassette tapes to choose a song, and drives off. Are you starting to get bored? Right? Your brain is probably protesting, demanding some stimulation, maybe a Subway Surfers gameplay clip in the corner to hold your attention. Your attention span has been completely ruined. It's rotten inside your head. But honestly, if you watch the film, the man moves incredibly slowly, and this is intentional. The first thing you realize is that I myself have lost the ability to be this slow, to just calmly do something. If I were him, I'd be scrolling through videos until I snapped out of it. But we see that this man wakes up happy. In his van, he looks at the sky, puts on his chosen song, and by the way, he has fantastic taste in music. He is genuinely delighted and content. He arrives at work, and we see his young colleague slumped over, clearly miserable and exhausted. Our protagonist starts his job diligently and wholeheartedly cleaning the bathroom. He is shown to be so dedicated that he even uses a small mirror to check for any dirt underneath the toilet bowl so he can clean it perfectly. Can you imagine that level of commitment? When he leaves a bathroom, he stops outside, looks up at the sky and the leaves on the trees, and smiles. His young colleague shows up late, muttering that the traffic was bad. Our hero doesn't respond. The kid says, "Don't bother working so hard, they're just going to mess it up again." But the protagonist maintains a strangely intense dedication to his work. Meanwhile, the colleague is literally on his phone while cleaning. He's definitely playing Subway Surfers or something. Our hero finishes one bathroom and moves to the next. The film showcases some truly spectacular toilets. Some kids play a prank on him, he laughs, and then suddenly finds a little boy who is lost. For the first time, about 15 minutes into the film, he speaks, asking the boy where his mother is. He smiles and holds the boy's hand until his mother runs up, scoops him up, and immediately wipes her son's hand where he touched the cleaner's hand without even bothering to say thank you. As the boy walks away, he turns and waves goodbye, and the protagonist waves back, smiling. Later, our hero buys his lunch and goes to a garden, sitting among the trees to eat. He gazes at the sun's reflection on the leaves, and we hear the birds chirping. There is a Japanese word, komorebi. It means sunlight filtering through the leaves. This word literally defines the entire movie and the man's character. Ask yourself, when was the last time you looked up at the sky? When did you last truly look at the trees, the sunlight filtering through the leaves, or any beautiful detail in your life? These are the beautiful, small details of life that we've forgotten. But this Japanese man hasn't. He finds beauty, happiness, and peace in these small things. He doesn't dwell on things. He just had a slightly insulting encounter with the boy's mother, a moment that would have upset me terribly, but he's unbothered. He just wants to enjoy the details of his day and his life. He pulls out a very old camera and photographs the komorebi. He is obsessed with this theme. He then takes a small seedling, gently asks permission from the main plant to take it, and does so, continuing his work. Later, he's at my favorite toilet in the film. It's transparent. A woman walks in, wondering how she can possibly use it in front of people, but the moment she locks the door, the glass becomes opaque. Incredible! And when she leaves, it becomes transparent again. He drives home, notices children leaving school, takes in the street views, and arrives home. He takes his new seedling upstairs to plant it with the others. He changes, rides his bicycle slowly through the streets, looking at the sky and enjoying his time. He goes to one of those strange, unique Japanese public baths. I've never understood the logic of men bathing together naked like that, but whatever. He gets out to cool down, notices an old man overheating, and fans him as well. He bikes home in the rain, stops at a restaurant, has a drink and a meal, and is completely happy, almost frustratingly so. A crucial note, we are now half an hour into the movie, and literally nothing has happened. It's just a slow, meticulous look at his life. He goes home, prepares his bed, and reads his book until he's too tired to continue. He turns off the light and falls asleep to dream. The next day, he wakes up to the sound of the old woman sweeping. He performs the exact same routine as the day before, fixes his bed, checks his book, takes care of his plants, gathers his things, and looks up at the sky, smiling. He buys the same type of coffee, chooses a new song, drives, looks at the sky and the buildings, smiles at the kids going to school, and cleans the toilets. A woman enters the bathroom and he steps outside, looks at the sun's reflection on the leaves, and is delighted like a child. Later, his young colleague shows up with his girlfriend, saying he'll finish quickly and leave, but his motorbike breaks down. He asks to borrow our protagonist's van, which is of course politely refused. Their dialogue is strangely annoying with the noises they make, but our hero ends up driving them anyway, though he's clearly annoyed. The girl chooses a song, and she loves the sound of the old cassette player. The obnoxious kid then steals the cassette and slips it into the girl's bag. The kid needs money to take the girl out, so he takes our hero's collection of tapes, hoping to sell them since they are rare originals. He insists they sell them, begging him to help him take the girl out. Our hero refuses, but the kid eventually gives the tapes back. Our hero, taking pity on him, gives him all the cash he has. The kid is ecstatic and leaves, and our hero also smiles, content with his action. He goes to sleep, wakes up, and repeats his daily routine. At work, he cleans with the same intense devotion. I noticed they even have bidets in Japan, just like we do. He scrubs the toilet until you wonder what more could possibly be clean. He finds a piece of paper with a game of tic-tac-toe written on it. He tosses it, then goes to the garden to eat and take photos of the trees, happy as always. He looks next to him and sees a young girl, maybe his age, who looks full of suffering, frustration, and misery. She is literally me. He quickly looks away, avoiding eye contact. He pulls out the tic-tac-toe paper, writes an X, and leaves it in the same spot, waiting for someone to play with him. The routine continues: bath, dinner at the restaurant, reading, sleeping, dreaming, waking up, and going to work. He finds the paper, someone wrote an O. He writes an X back. Then the young colleague's girlfriend returns the stolen tape, asking to listen to it once more in his van, because the sound of his cassette player is unique. She listens, cries, and tells him she broke up with the guy. He doesn't know what to say. She surprises him with a kiss and runs off. He's shocked, but clearly happy. An old man like him getting kissed by a young girl? He listens to music quietly while lying down. This is where we pause. This man is the antithesis of the typical movie hero. He's not ambitious, he's not fighting for anything, and he doesn't want anything. He lives a boring, repetitive routine, yet he is happy. This is what's truly upsetting and frustrating for us. How can he be happy? Does he have the secret key? Let's compare him to someone like Carmine from the last video. Carmine is a highly successful chef in his field, but if you watched my video or the show itself, you wouldn't hear me mention once that this successful chef is happy or content. How is this ordinary routine man happy and satisfied with his boring routine, while Carmine, the successful person who is constantly screaming, working, and getting angry, represents the epitome of suffering and misery? There are two answers to this. The first you'll discover at the end of this video. The second is right here, in the moment we just saw. The man is asleep, at peace, enjoying his moment, happy, and listening to music. Listen again, at peace, enjoying the moment. Personally, I've lost the ability to sleep like that, to listen to something and truly rest. I seriously cannot enjoy my time anymore. I can't look at and savor the details of daily life. That's gone. The idea of simply relaxing fills me with guilt. The reason? Social media has literally destroyed my brain. I admit it. Just open the internet and scroll for 5 minutes. You'll see things telling you how to read the maximum number of books, how to improve yourself, how to get a perfect body, a perfect look, or how to learn English in your free time. Free time is called free time because it's meant for recharging and enjoying life a bit. But no, the internet makes you feel guilty. It convinces you that you shouldn't take time to relax and enjoy your life. They make you feel like you're in a race and the whole world is ahead of you and something is wrong with you. This obsession with success, which I discussed in the previous videos on Whiplash and the Bear, is what leads to this point. The world constantly pushes you to be obsessed with being perfect. How haven't you learned programming yet? How did you not buy Bitcoin when you were 6 years old in kindergarten? Relax. Try this. Next time you're walking, look up at the sky and just enjoy the view. Savor the moment. I feel like I'm on a speeding train, not seeing anything around me. Everything is a blur. I constantly feel like I'm falling short, but I don't even know what I'm falling short of. So how can you enjoy the moment like this man or enjoy your life at all if there's a war in your head or a race you're running without knowing what you're running from? The film continues. On his day off, he buys camera supplies, cleans his house, and organizes things he couldn't do during his work week. He sorts through his photos, buys a new book, and goes to a new restaurant for the first time. He talks to the woman who works there, and they clearly know each other and get along well. An estranged old man in the restaurant shouts, "Mama," at her. Apparently, everyone there calls her Mama. Our protagonist, who barely speaks, talks to her, happy, and she is a kind soul. The old man asks her to sing a song, and she does. Everyone is happy. Our hero seems to have a crush on her, and she seems to like him back. He continues to play tic-tac-toe with the unknown person. He goes to eat in the garden, and the miserable girl is still there. Then, suddenly, at night, an event happens that changes everything. He finds a girl waiting for him, saying, "Uncle, where have you been? I've been waiting for you." He doesn't recognize her until he realizes it's his niece, Nico. She ran away from home and has come to stay with him. His life changes completely. He sleeps on the floor so she can have his bed. He tries to be incredibly slow and quiet when he wakes up to not wake her, tending to his plants and getting his clothes. But she wakes up and asks to go to work with him. He takes her, buys her a coffee, and she puts on a song. She asks if the song is on Spotify. He asks what Spotify is, thinking it's a store. She laughs at him for being so out of touch. She watches him clean, and when he steps out as someone enters the toilet, she is surprised. She begins to share his interest in looking at the trees and the sun, and she takes a photo with her phone. He pulls out his film camera, and she shows him that she has the same kind, telling him he gave it to her for her birthday. They sit together, enjoying the silence. The next day, she reads one of his books and goes to work with him again. She asks him why he and her mother, his sister, are upset with each other. He asks if her mother told her that. Nico says whenever she mentions him, her mother changes the subject. He asks if she runs away from home often. She says, no, this is the first time, but she always wanted to live with him. He laughs. He takes her to the public bath. There's a separate area for women, and they spend quality time together. As they ride their bikes, she tells him there's a big difference between him and her mother. She says her mother told her he lives in a different world than theirs. He says that's true. The world is full of small, individual worlds. Each person chooses the world they want to live in. They stop by a river. She suggests they go to the river mouth at the end. He tells her, next time. She asks, when is next time? Tell me. He looks at her and says, next time is next time, and now is now. I want to tattoo that sentence on the inside of my eyelids to see it every moment. It's a simple idea. Live in the present moment. Don't rush what's going to happen in the future, and don't dwell on the past. Live and enjoy the moment you are in right now. Next time is next time, and now is now. As they ride, a luxurious car pulls up. His sister gets out, and there's a strange tension in the air. His sister tells Nico to get her things as she's taking her home. Nico calls out to her uncle, begging him to talk to her mother. He simply tells Nico, Aya, come visit me anytime you want. She is your mother after all. His sister hands him a gift of chocolates. He smiles and tells her, your daughter is a good kid. She asks if he'll visit his father in the nursing home. He won't treat you like he did last time, she says. Our hero looks at the ground and says, no. Then his sister asks him a question with a strange mix of disbelief, arrogance, and pity. Is it true that you clean toilets now? He looks up, smiles, and says, yes. She looks at him with pity. Nico hugs him, thanks him, and leaves. For the first time, we see him show strong emotion. He tightly hugs his sister, who smiles back, and she leaves. After she drives away, we see him crying intensely. This is one of the best moments in the film, because here we understand that he has family issues, and they appear to be serious. The film never explicitly tells us what they are, but hints that they are major. We also understand something else very important. He seems to be wealthy. His sister and father are rich, but he chose the life he is living. He chose his routine and his simple life. What's truly fascinating is that the film doesn't claim perfection. I would have been furious if the protagonist was always happy. No one is always happy. There is no such thing as perfection. That's the unattainable ideal that we are constantly chasing. Now we know he has problems, maybe even big ones, and we suspect he's running away from them. He is far from perfect, but he's trying to live the life he chose for himself, a life not forced upon him. This is a huge difference. The film avoids the claim that poverty equals happiness. It makes it clear that he's not perfect and not always happy as he seemed to be at the start. The next day, he tries to be happy, as usual, after crying his eyes out the night before. But the problems keep piling up. The annoying colleague calls him, thanking him for being a good boss, but saying he is quitting. The boss hangs up, furious, because the colleague has a shift right now. The company calls and says there's no replacement, so he has to work a double shift. He goes to new toilets and works until late at night. For the first time, he doesn't do his routine, and he's not happy at all. He calls the company and tells them he won't work nights again and to find a replacement. He hangs up, goes home late, undresses, and collapses into bed like a dead man. Here, his philosophy of living in the present shines through. The past is done, and the future will be what it will be. The next day, he wakes up happy, as usual. He's not angry that yesterday was a bad day. It passed. He forgot it. It's a new day, a new moment. He buys 2 coffees this time, since he slept late and woke up early. He arrives at work to find they've found a replacement, a woman who arrived even before him. She is more committed than the annoying kid was. He checks the tic-tac-toe paper and sees the unknown person wrote the last move and a simple "thank you." He is delighted, like a child. Life goes on, but then something new happens. He goes to Mama's restaurant and sees her inside hugging a man. He immediately speeds away on his bike, buys a beer and a packet of cigarettes, and sits down to drink and smoke. He coughs violently, deeply sad about the woman he liked and thought liked him back. An important observation here. The moment he has a problem, he immediately turns to beer and cigarettes. This suggests he was an alcoholic/smoker in the past, and when a problem arises, he returns to his old coping mechanisms. Another point, as the film progresses, the initial sense of perfection fades. The absolute happiness from the start slowly disappears. This is life, and this is a good thing about the movie. There will be times you work extra hard, someone will treat you badly, the woman you like will be with someone else. That's just the way it is. You fall and you get back up. Then, the man who was hugging Mama comes over. Our hero expects him to gloat and mock him, maybe saying he took his girl because he's a singer and our hero is just a poor toilet cleaner. But the man is genuinely respectful. He asks for a cigarette and also coughs when he smokes. He reveals he is the woman's ex-husband, divorced 7 years ago and remarried since. He now has a severe stage of cancer and came to say goodbye to her because he's going to die soon. Our hero buys him a beer and they drink together. The man says, "Take care of her, I'm counting on you." Our hero awkwardly says, "Our relationship isn't like that." He's lying. He was heartbroken a minute ago. The man then looks at the shadows in the water and asks, if we put a shadow on top of another shadow, does it get darker? Our hero says he doesn't know. The man replies, "Yes, that's the way of the world. There are many things I still don't understand." He suggests, "Let's try." They stand up and he stands in front of our hero, watching to see if one shadow on top of another makes it darker. One of them says it does, the other says it doesn't. Then they start playing like children, trying to step on each other's shadows and laughing. The man leaves and our hero is happy. The next day, he wakes up happy again, content that a new day has begun. He gets in his van and puts on the song, "I Feel Good." He smiles, and the song says it's a new dawn, a new day, and he's feeling good. The movie ends with a long, powerful scene where he listens to the song, crying and smiling at the same time. The film shows us that there is no absolute happiness, no perfect life. Even this man, who seemed happy the whole time, gets sad and faces many problems. He works a job that no one respects, but is incredibly dedicated to it. At the same time, he tries to live happily and at peace. The film doesn't give you answers about your life or how to live it, but it tells you to enjoy it, to slow down, be calm in your life, even when storms hit and make you sad. That is life. Enjoy the simple act of looking up at the sky. Enjoy the tiny details, the moment, things you have forgotten in your life. Put down your phone for a while. I'm saying this to myself too, by the way. If this video resonated with you and helped you pause and reflect on your own life, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who need this reminder. Drop a comment below and let me know what ordinary thing brings you the most joy. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Your support is what truly motivates me to keep creating valuable content like this.